about 40 miles away. It's a long story, but I got an LA traffic, man. And so rush hour started about an hour ago. So it's Friday traffic. So it got crazy, man.
Yes. Oh, that's
But I feel good. I feel
hey,
good now.
at least you got a car to do traffic. Hello
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah.
This is the Atheist Avenger here, and I have with me again, Joel Mosley from Mosley Boxing. How
That's
are you,
right.
Joel?
I'm good. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Good. So this is the you and I have done this before, but sadly it was off air.
That's cool, man. It was good practice for me.
Yeah. So why don't you tell everyone about yourself? Start with your beginnings and what's up.
All right. Well, let me see. Where did I start? I guess I'll start back. I've been boxing since I was 4 years old, uh, but not competitively till I got to be about 11. My father was actual. He was a trainer, but he was a boxing judge too. So he was a big fan and pugilist when it came to boxing. So he taught. I grew up in Detroit, Michigan. That's where I'm from, and I got six brothers and sisters all together, including me. So it's three boys, three girls. And my father wanted the boys to at least back in the day, this is in the 70s, because I'm old, wanted to learn how to protect ourselves because a lot of kids in those days, they were bullying, even though we didn't necessarily call it that, but they would try to take your lunch money. And the area we lived in Detroit was a nice area, but in the 70s through to the late part of the 70s, it started getting pretty bad before we moved away. So that's why we kind of started boxing. And from there, my older brother won the Michigan Golden Gloves. I won the Junior Golden Gloves from Michigan, and we just kind of went from there. But this was a long time ago. So that's kind of my origins, at least when it comes to boxing. It kind of got me started. I'll
All
tell you
right.
more.
Well, that's good. And I think if I remember from our last off-air thing, you said you were a distant cousin to.
Oh, Shane Mosley. Yes.
Yes, you were a
Yeah.
distant cousin. Yes.
Yes. I'm a distant cousin of him. So, I always say it's not like he knows of me and us, but we don't really talk. We don't know each other because we didn't grow up or anything like that. But as a side note, any Mosley where it's spelled Mosley, all those Mosleys are pretty much related. So, so I'm related to a few different people. And actually, I just found out about 3 weeks ago, I'm related to Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, damn, nice.
Yeah, that's a long story, but it's on my mother's side. Her maiden name is O'Neal, and so she had been out of touch with some of her brothers and sisters for decades. That's a whole nother story for another day. But they reconnected about maybe 2 months ago, and so within the last 2 months, she found out that we are related to him. So I mean through blood anyway. So I don't know. So maybe I'm okay at basketball, but I didn't get the height for not like him anyway. But at least maybe it's in here somewhere. So maybe that helped me with boxing. I don't know.
I played basketball when I was little, but that was like ages ago.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I hate it. Yeah, a long time ago for me.
All right. So why don't you tell some of the viewers about your pro career? Because I think you say you were like 4-3 if I remember correctly.
Yeah. And I had some fights. Mainly my fights were between 2003 and 2008, if I'm not mistaken. And I would have stayed in it longer, but what I did was I did it the hard way. So I was good as a kid and as an amateur. And then I stopped when I was about 13 or 14. And because my family, we moved a lot to a lot of different states. And some places we moved to didn't even have a gym. So I kind of lost interest. And I got into basketball and I played a little bit in college and all that. But then after I got married when I was 34, I decided to make a comeback. So it was like almost 20 years later. But what I did was I was still remembering what I did as a kid. So I just needed to get my pro license so I could make some money. So I went about it the wrong way. So I just jumped in there. I was just like, okay, I'll learn on the job, the hard way. But that's a tough way to learn, man. Because even though some fights, I legitimately feel like I lost two, and that was my first and my second fight. But after that, I figured I got it together. But I still lost some decisions because I was a journeyman. So I learned no matter how good your talent is, you got to have a good team behind you. You got to have somebody who knows people, knows connections, and can pull some strings maybe. But at least a good team behind you, and then they'll give you the benefit of the doubt if it's a close
Oh
fight.
yeah.
Yeah, so I learned a lot of stuff. But I learned it the hard way, that's for sure. But I'm glad I did it. I still want to do it, but I'm older now. So I just got to count the cost because it's hard to do any kind of professional, be a professional athlete, but especially in boxing, from my experience, it's hard to do it and then also to do it good and then still maintain relationships. Like at the time I was married, I'm not married anymore.
Yeah.
I have more friends. I still got some friends here and there, but it's just hard to maintain relationships, man. So I got to count the cost. But I'm glad I did what I did do, and I learned a whole lot.
Okay. Now there is let's see here. There is one question that, or actually two, that I didn't ask you last time.
Okay.
From what I've seen, every fighter has their own unique style. So what is like your style? Are you like a counter puncher? Are you an inside fighter?
Oh, good question, man. That's a
Or
really
are you
good.
like a balanced fighter? You know?
Yeah. I I'll put it this way. I'm 6'2", and I got my reach is an 80-inch reach. So
Nice.
yeah, I got
72.
really
72.
long. What's that?
I said I got a 72-inch reach.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Okay, and how tall are you?
I'm 6 feet.
Okay, you're a welterweight or middleweight?
I weigh right now 148, so I'd probably say I'm in the welterweight division right now.
Okay, that's great. That's great arm there. So I always had a good jab, a good left jab. So I'm orthodox. I think I should have been a left-hander growing up, but in the 70s, no matter what you were, they were trying to make you be a right-hander, which I'm not complaining about it. But my left has always been a little stronger and a little bigger, actually, than my right. So becoming jabbing and everything, the jab kind of came natural for me because I had a strong left arm anyway. So I've always had a quick jab and good left jab. I've been mainly a boxer puncher because I'm even now I'm still quick on my feet. I like to evade punches. People tell me all the time, you don't look like you a boxer or ever box. I'm like, that's good. Because if you look like you're a boxer, that means you've been getting hit too much.
Yeah.
One of my nicknames was the Matrix because I move my head a lot and I'm swerving and everything. So I was pretty agile. But even though I was more of a boxer puncher and I could work my jab, I think that's when I was at my best. I did realize that when I was in there with guys, some guys were faster than me, and I'm very fast. Some guys were really fast, were dangerous fast. So I learned that I could fight on the inside too, even with my long arms. And believe it or not, I love fighting on the inside more. I just feel like I can feel the guy. I don't have to see every punch, and I know how to rest in there and put pressure on him. So I would say boxer puncher, but I would prefer to fight inside if I can.
Huh.
Yeah, I know that's kind of a politician's answer, but that's kind of what it is.
Oh, no problem. No
Oh,
problem.
and by the way, my favorite punch on the inside is the Tyson left side or right, where you go around with the hook, right hook or left hook to the body, and then you come up the middle with an uppercut.
That's
With
a
the same
good
hand.
combo.
Yeah, dude, with the same hand. That's my favorite combo, man. I mean, I love setting that up, man.
Believe it or not, even though I'm a southpaw, my favorite combo to throw is like the right jab, and then you come
Okay.
over with the right hook.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I was watching some Joe, dude. I did another Joe Frazier one a couple of days ago.
I saw that one. I was blown away by the quote that Ali gave, man. I'm like, damn, I didn't know he was
Wasn't that cool
thinking that.
quote at the beginning? Yeah, dude.
Yes.
I found that. I gotta put that in there because they're always connected. But I was like, dude, when I saw that, I go, that's got to be in there. And I want to put it near the beginning so most people can see it, just in case if they didn't finish it. So
Yeah.
isn't that cool quote?
Yes, I didn't know Ali respected him that much.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I remember I think it was after the third fight. I think we talked about this. He said he was so happy the fight was over and that Joe had, his coach had quit on the 14th round. And a lot of the rumor is that he was about to quit because but he said it's the closest thing to dying. I remember him saying, he said, ain't nobody greater than Joe. Joe's the greatest fighter. And then it's like he caught himself. He says, oh, except me. but he was giving them props big time, man. But yeah. It's interesting, huh?
No, I was watching a documentary on Joe Frazier, and I think the reason why they stopped the fight was because even during his fighting career, he was losing. He was going blind in his left eye.
You're right.
I think during the fight, his right eye pretty much swelled
yep.
shut. So he was pretty much fighting in the dark.
Yeah. And he was doing all right. I mean, he was hanging, but that's true. Yeah. I saw that. I think I put maybe a little clip in there somewhere, but I think it was near the end. But of a documentary guy saying that he was an English narrator. But that's true. He could hardly see, if at all, by that time, man. That's a bad dude. So. Oh yeah, so I was saying when I saw Frazier, he was doing some jab and some hooks too, But I love that combination, the jab hook. To me, that's a pro move, Not a lot of amateurs do that.
I I'm mainly gonna go on my martial arts experience here because again I've already admitted I've never been properly trained when it comes to boxing.
Okay.
But going off my martial arts experience, I have faster hands than I do feet, and I've footwork.
Oh.
Footwork's still my main weakness.
Okay. Okay.
Which, by the way, your videos have helped me.
Oh, has it?
Yes.
That's cool, man. I gotta make more of those. I can make those quicker than the highlight ones, so I just gotta start making more of those. I got some video already filmed. I just gotta cut it and put it up, man. So I'll
Yeah.
get some more stuff too.
Oh, no problem. But yeah, but to me, even though I've got long arms, again, I got a 72-inch reach. Like, I know you can't see, but I got some pretty long ass arms.
Yeah, that's good, brother.
Even though I got long arms, I still like to fight on the inside.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what's your favorite punches? I mean, on the inside, like I know you like the jab, hook.
When I get on the inside, I love going to the body. I love it. The first, when I go inside, the first thing I do is right hook to the body, then left hook to the head.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. There you go. That's great, dude. Yeah, body shots hurt, man. They hurt. So sometimes judges don't score it, you know, but the guy feels it, man. So you're a body puncher. I think that's always a plus, you know. It's
Yeah.
like maturity, you know.
Well, that and it's also something I learned in martial arts. I believe I told you you can actually do more damage going to the body than to the head.
Yes, yes, I totally believe that. I can tell you some of the fights and sparring sessions I've been in, and I was always known to be able to take a good punch. I just didn't like get hit. But man, whenever I got hit in the body, especially if it was in the liver area
Oh,
or even around the heart,
damn, that hurts.
yeah, man, it's like I learned. I mean, I could be wrong, but I remember learning somewhere that when you get hit in the liver real bad, it feels like you're injured. But I heard it spasms or cramps for about 14 seconds. So so in my mind, I'm thinking 14 seconds. So if you go down, it's hard to beat the count. So I never went down from a liver shot, but I remember getting hit and thinking, okay, I'm in agony, but all I need is 14 seconds. So I don't know if that helped me mentally or what. I don't know, but I remember thinking after about 14 seconds or so, at least to me, I felt better, you know. But for that 14 seconds, agony, dude, agony. You know, you think you were something ruptured, or you know, you think it's not just hurt or pain; you feel like you're injured, you know.
Yeah, I think for me, because you know I'm so slender. I think for me, I think the worst body shot I ever took was to the ribs.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my God, it was like having freaking like a knife in my gut.
Oh, yeah, dude. Did they bruise or break?
No, it bruised very badly.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's pain, brother. I feel you, man. So
Yeah,
body ain't no joke, man.
yeah. It probably didn't help that I was fighting a guy. I think like I was sparring with a guy like what was it? I think it like had 20 pounds over me. That didn't
Oh,
help.
yeah, that's tough. Yeah, yeah, that's tough. Yeah, that's tough. Even when a guy's heavier than you, and even when you catch him with a good shot, if you're not in a great shape, that can take energy out of you. You know, just hitting him because he's heavier and he's denser. You know. So,
Yeah.
but I've been there with bigger guys, and I feel you on that, man. Especially if they're a good body puncher. That's tough, brother.
So I got one more question, and this is just from you.
Yes, sir.
Um,
Tell me anything you want to know.
no, so I was just about to ask when if somebody comes up to you, like, do you train them the way you want them to be trained, or like for example, if I were to come into your gym and say, I want the blocking style of Ken Norton, would you work with me for that, or do you just you see what I'm getting at?
Yeah, that's a good question. You know what? I always try. I try to mesh it. So let me put it this way: if you came in and you want to block like him, I would say the first thing I would say, well, let me see you move around and see what you know already, and see what you're comfortable doing. And so if you're comfortable and you kind of, so say like if you've been kind of trying to work on that anyway, and you kind of got it down and you feel comfortable with it, I could either elaborate on that and train you in that way. If I look at your body type and see that it fits, because I want the person to be comfortable and to move along fast. Because I don't think there's no one style that's perfect for anybody. I remember this one kid, Kevin Rooney was training, and this is about 15 years ago. He was a smaller guy, but he trained him exactly like Tyson. So he looked like he was a short, stocky Irish guy. but he fought. His movements was exactly like Tyson, and he had a pretty good career. But then pretty soon he ran up against guys that were just killing him. And then I remember the commentators, and I agree with them. They said maybe this style ain't the best for him. You know, even though he was tight, he had the right form and everything. So I always try to remember stuff like that. But Ken Norton has some gaps in his defense, though. So I would probably rather try to do a hybrid, do a little bit of that, but maybe teach you when maybe the best time to do that. But then show you some other skills. So if that's not working, you can switch to another style. So basically being flexible or being able to think on the fly or change up your game plan on the fly.
Oh, like change up your blocks. Okay.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
just for the audience, I'm gonna screen share a video, and because I'm sure you already know Ken Norton's block style, but people don't.
Oh, yeah.
This is why I want to have Ken Norton's blocking style. It's a interview here.
Okay.
From one of his former trainers.
Okay, sweet.
He had learned some Archimoa's style of fighting, which are like this. And every time a fighter come in like this on you, it's hard to hit him with either punch. It's hard to hit him with a hook. It's hard to hit him with an uppercut. And it's very hard to hit him with a straight jab. So Kenny had mixed a lot of that style with his style, and it gave Ali a lot of trouble. Ali couldn't get a good, clean punch on Kenny Norton of that Archimoa style.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That blocking style, I think, originated with Archie Moore.
Yes, that's true. Yep. Archie Moore, he's an all-time great. That's a good video, man. If I look that up, do I look up just Ken Norton's trainer?
No. The name of the video is called Muhammad Ali versus Ken Norton 2 narrated interviews.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'll get that. You know, that's eye-opening because I was gonna say I know that style is really good for blocking uppercuts. So, but the way he puts it, you know what? I do know this. Okay, that style sounds like a really good defense, and you know, because it's hard to hit you squarely. Now, if you're not a counterpuncher, if you want to do a lot of counterpunching, I would more lean towards that style. That style can be a little harder to counterpunch off of quickly. The reason why I say that is George Foreman's old George Foreman when he fought Holyfield. He said he surprised him because he was.
Oh.
But the next time he fought, I don't know if it was the very next fight, but I know when he fought Moore, he was more of a stand-up or more here.
Yeah.
But in Holyfield, he was here. But see, that's different styles. I mean, he was a big, slow guy, but a lot of power. But Holyfield's not like the average heavyweight either. So, but that's interesting, man. You know, I'll look more into that style because I know the style is great for uppercuts, but the way he put it with the hooks, you know, if you know what you're doing, it could be a good defense, especially to me if you're not trying to counterpunch right away.
Yeah, I mean, I think that defense is kind of more to get on the inside. I mean, that's why I want that defense.
Yeah, I got you. Well, I know this. In my opinion, the most dangerous punch on the inside is the uppercut.
Oh yeah.
So I hate getting hit by uppercuts. So if this is gonna keep me from uppercuts, I feel you, man. I get it.
I think when it comes to that scenario, I think that's more for short fighters. I'm somewhat tall. Like I said, I'm 6 feet, so I don't know if that particular punch would work.
True.
Guys,
I got you.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm used to fighting people shorter than me.
Okay, that's good. You got a pretty good uppercut.
I got a pretty good left one. I don't know about my right.
Okay. That's right. We talked about that. That's cool. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, any style. Like if somebody, now I'll tell you this: if somebody came in and they were a shorter guy than normal, and they wanted to fight a certain way, I definitely would gear it towards. Depending on how long their arms are too, short and getting it on the inside. More like a Tyson or a Frazier style. So I definitely wouldn't teach that guy to be a stand-up boxer, you know. So I definitely would always try to take it to account their body type, as far as height, arm length, you know, head movement, all that stuff. So
yeah, like it.
So in other words, I wouldn't make everybody a cookie cutter. I definitely wouldn't do that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like if I could, I think I've told you this before. If I could copy two styles.
Yes.
I think it would be either Floyd Patterson or Ken Norton. Those are probably the only two styles I would actually copy because I feel comfortable with that.
Okay, that's cool. Now let me ask you this: with Floyd Patterson, is it because of the high hands and the peekaboo spot style?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, he had quick hands too, actually, very quick hands.
Yeah, and that, I mean, I don't worry, I don't have a glass jaw or anything, but to me, I mean, he even though he had the peekaboo defense, he was still good at getting inside.
Yeah, yeah, he was totally. Yeah, he had a hell of a hook, left hook too, and a jump hook too, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, I think one of his trainers said that he had the was it the agility of a gazelle? I think they said.
Oh, really, really?
Yes.
See, that's cool. That's cool. See, I gotta get caught up on what the trainer said. That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, he was. You know, he only weighed like I think 185 or something like that.
192.
Okay, 192. Okay, so he would have been like a cruiserweight today, man. That's pretty. I hate to see him at cruiserweight, dude.
Oh, he would have dominated.
Oh, he would have killed everybody, dude. Yeah. I mean, he came up in some of the best time of heavyweight boxing, and he still was a champion.
Oh
So
yeah, I mean,
can't take it from him.
yeah, I mean he held. I mean, I know he lost both times, but I mean he held his own against Ali, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. And Ali was a much bigger guy too. I mean, taller, bigger, heavier, everything. So you gotta give him credit for that. Absolutely, dude.
Mm.
Oh, you saw the Ken Norton highlight thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do a trilogy between him and Ali soon.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, I just got a few other things to do, but I'm gonna get it in, man. That's on my list for sure.
Dude, again, I don't care what anyone says, man. Ken Norton beat Ali twice. I don't care what anyone says.
Oh no, dude. I'm glad you brought that up because since the last time we talked, I ended up watching all three of the fights, like 2 in one night and then one the next night. So I've seen all three of them, and I watched them closely. And dude, I gotta say, man, Ken Norton definitely won at least 2 of them. And the first one and the last one for sure. And what made me sad about the last one is that it was for the championship, and he won that fight. And after the fight, he was in the ring and he was crying, you know. And I mean, I don't want to go into detail, but I know that feeling. I've been there, you know, on a smaller level. I mean, I can only imagine how it would be on that level with the championship of the world and beating somebody like Ali and knowing you won and knowing you should get the championship and you know and win. And he didn't get it. And they said he trained, I think he normally came in at 220, if I'm not mistaken. But I think for that fight, he came in like 205 or 210 because he trained so hard. But he won at least those 2 fights. And even the one in the middle, look, I'm an Ali fan, okay? I'm a huge Ali fan. But even the one in the middle that Ali got, I thought that could have went either way. It could have. That's how close it was, that middle fight, man. So.
Oh yeah, I
agree.
agree.
But he won the first and the last one. I have to give it to you, man. He did, man. And I felt bad he was crying, man, because that's
I'd be crying too.
Yeah, right. He'd be crying. I won, dude. I got the.
I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like, Ali's name saved him, no doubt.
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely, dude. So Ken Norton, Ali's kryptonite. That's for sure.
Yes. Speaking of Ken Norton, well, actually, before I get to that, there was something else I want to ask you that I didn't ask you last time.
Yeah.
Me personally, I have literally no experience sparring with other southpaws.
Okay.
So what would your advice be if I were to spar with another southpaw? Like how would I get the edge?
Oh, good question. You know what? I would definitely flip it. I would train you or say just as though an Orthodox would go up against another Orthodox. So if you never went up against one, the biggest thing is, see, there's not a lot of angles you could do as far as like mirror up because you're opposite now. But what I would do is just be conventionally sound. So basically, I would say to any Orthodox, set things up with your jab. Try to establish your jab the first round or so. That way you can get a range where he is and see if you can find him. You know, but I wouldn't just do regular jabs. I would do like fast, quick jabs, power jabs. You know, try to lean to the side, just different angles with different jabs to see what works. But keep that working for the most part and see if you can get some openings in there to set them up for some punches. Definitely go to the body, of course. And one little side note: after the second or third round, if you are boxing somebody or sparring them with them, and if you throw a fake at them, and if they twitch from the fake, that means that you probably hurt them with something earlier. You know, because every boxer's got a poker face. You don't know if you hurt him or not. Sometimes you say, "Oh, that's a good shot," but he didn't seem like he felt it. if you go to throw the same shot or fake at him later and he flinches, that means sometime before that you probably hurt him.
Oh, really?
That's like
Wow.
a little mental thing to remember, you know. But
I remember that, yeah.
yeah, brother. But I would just basically work on your jab and work on what your strengths are, and just try to dictate it and make it into your fight, which you feel comfortable doing with your power shots in that, man. I would definitely do that.
Okay, now establishing the jab.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just real quick question about that. What do you mean by establish a? When you say establish a jab, you mean like throw a lot? You mean?
Okay, yes. And so what I mean is, so you probably heard, you know, the most important punch is hold on here. Okay, there you go. You may have heard that the most important punch is the jab, but a lot of times people don't say, well, what does that mean? So I would just try to throw probably twice as many jabs than any other punch. And when you establish your jab, if you're throwing your jab more than your opponent, and if you're connecting, or even if you're not connecting, but you're making him respond to it, you know, even if you're making him move his head, you still can dictate him, even if you're missing, because you're initiating and you're making him react to your jab. Now, another good thing with the jab is that it doesn't take a lot of energy too. You know, if you're in shape, you can conserve energy. You can even catch your breath working your jab, but it just keeps him busy, keeps him off balance just a little bit. And then you can kind of visualize and see, okay, if he's making any mistakes. You may not capitalize on him in the first round, but soon you will. It's like you log it in the back of your head. Okay, he did this one, I did that. So it is a mind game, which we all know. But the jab can do that. So in the process of keeping him busy, keeping him reacting to your jab, you stay like maybe a half a step ahead of him with planning and your strategy. And then from there, and then you just try to connect with some good shots. But again, like I said at the beginning, when you do that, it makes it easier to define his range, where he is. Is he far enough away? Is he close enough? Where can I hit him at? So it's like a measuring rod, you know? So that's kind of what I mean by, you know, establishing a jab. Does that make sense though? Or am I explaining that good?
Oh yeah, you explained that well.
Okay, cool, man, cool.
Now, on to what I was gonna ask.
Yes, sir.
Last time we talked, you gave me a dream matchup to follow. But before I get to that one, I actually thought of one myself, and not only that, they both fought during the same era.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yes, Ken Norton versus Joe Frazier.
Damn. You know what? A guy on the comments in one of those videos, I think he posed that question too, or maybe I posed it to him, because he was saying his top 3 fighters were Joe Frazier first, Ken Norton, and I think it was George Chuvalo. I think that was his third. It's like his favorite. So I was asking him what he thought, but I don't think he answered me yet. Dude, man, that's tough, brother. Because
you already know who I'm gonna go with.
yeah, you're gonna go with Frazier, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, how can you bet against Frazier? Well, the only 2 people that ever beat him was, you know, Foreman and Ali. So that's a pretty hell of a group to be associated with. That only beat you, even though he didn't fight. Dude, oh, man. See,
Give us a breakdown.
What's that?
I said, give us your breakdown as a professional.
That's tough, dude. Okay, because I like them both. I would go with Frazier, and I'll tell you why. This is my breakdown. Okay, Norton's bigger and a little stronger for sure. But Frazier. Norton likes to fight on the inside too, and so does Frazier. I think Norton's inside game is like a B+, but I think Frazier's is like an A+. So on the inside, which Norton likes to be too, I don't think Norton could outbox him or box like Ali, obviously on the outside. Frazier's going to get there. He's going to want to bang. They're both going to want to bang. There's always a phrase they use. When you got 2 guys fighting and one guy's got a good uppercut and another guy's got a good left hook, it just depends on who's going to get there. So with Frazier and Foreman, Foreman had a really good, well, he hit hard everywhere, but he had a great uppercut. He was catching with the uppercuts before Frazier could catch him with the hook. So he got there first, okay, and he was more powerful. Norton has great uppercuts too, but I think Frazier's hook is a little tighter, a little shorter, so it's going to be a little quicker. So I think he would land his hook on Norton before Norton could get his uppercut in there. Now, it could come play out a totally different way, but I think those 2 things is key. So plus that Norton will fight on the inside, and he's not quite as good as Frazier on the inside, because Norton could block good, but his head movement was good, but nobody's head movement was as good as Frazier's. Not in Frazier's day. So Frazier would make him miss and counter. He's gonna hit him with the hook. I think he's gonna hurt him, even though Norton's bigger. So that's my breakdown. So I definitely would take Frazier, but I don't think Frazier would take him out early. I think if anything, it would go late, and either Frazier would win by decision, or Frazier would maybe get him in like between the ninth and, but they did 15 rounds back then. It would be late. It would probably be after the ninth round. I saw Norton fight good the whole fight and maybe get tired near the end. You can't get tired with Frazier no matter what. Doesn't mean Norton would, but is that my breakdown? Is that cool?
Oh, dude, that was more than I was gonna say. I was gonna say I think no, I was gonna just say that I think Frazier would have taken him because Norton, as you pointed out, had quite a few holes in his defense, and you don't want to have that with Frazier.
No, not what Frazier do. No, you know, and even though Frazier's smaller, but he just was powerful, you know.
Oh yeah, man, that and I hope it's not racist for what I'm about to say. That dude was a black tank.
Oh no, I totally get it. You know, he was from the South. He was, you know, down home. He worked on what was it, onion fields or cotton fields or something. I mean, he worked outside. He chopped wood. I mean, he was like a hard brother from down south. You know.
I so hope they make a movie about him, man.
I know, dude. They have to, man.
I just don't see why they don't. I mean, I know they're making one. I don't know his name, but I know they're making one about Roberto Duran, which I am loving to see.
Yeah, Hands of Stone.
Yes.
I think it comes out later this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. But I'm definitely looking forward to that one because Robert De Niro's in it too, man. But I hope they do one with Frazier, like a good movie, you know, good mainstream movie, good budget, because I think it'll get him even more fans. But he's earned the respect. He should get that, man. You know.
I also hope they do one about Norton as well because I think during many of those interview clips I watch, Norton said that his first fight with Ali pretty much gave him a chance at life. Like before,
Yep.
like before Ali, he couldn't even provide for his son.
Nope. Yeah, you're completely right. I just saw a documentary about that maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I think when I was making the Norton video, because he said he was married and then he got in some trouble. He was messing around, and so then his wife was leaving, and he goes, "Well, you can take everything, but you're not gonna take my son." And so he kept his son, but he said, but it was just me and him. We didn't have any money, and he says he called his father. Ken Norton called his father and said he wanted to come home and live with his son with him, and then his father said, "If I help you now, I'll help you. I'll always be helping you. So you need to stand up and be a man and make it." And maybe within that same year, he got to fight with Ali, dude.
Yeah.
And he said that, you know, he said that gave me my break because before that, me and my son, we could hardly even eat. I mean, we were scraping to get by. So I think that would be a good movie too. And not you mentioned that, I think so, man. It'd be nice to hear that, you know.
Oh yeah.
Big time.
I think the main reason a friend of mine brought this up. I think the main reason that they're not going to go with Frazier is that he didn't have much controversy in his life. Like with Norton, like I just said, he was pretty much poor until he fought Ali. I mean,
that's true.
Roberto Duran, he was a major underdog when he first fought Sugar Ray.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And he also again grew up poor.
Yeah, that's right.
But I think the main problem with Frazier is that he didn't go through any tough times, from what I know.
Yeah. Not like bigger than life stuff. Or I got you.
Yeah.
They could probably find something, man. But
yeah, I mean,
it'd be cool to see that though, man.
It would, I mean, but I think for me, I mean, during that time period, there weren't many good fighters coming up from the South. There really wasn't.
Yeah, totally. You know, as a side note too, what was I gonna say? Shoot, something about Frazier, dude. I can't. You know what? See, I'm getting old. Hopefully, I haven't been hit too much. I had a good point. I can't remember. It'll come back to me in a minute, though. Something that he did. Oh yeah. You know, he got a statue up, right? They finally put a statue of Frazier up in Philadelphia.
Oh no, I didn't know. When did that happen?
They just put it up. In fact, at the very, dude, I didn't know it until I did the video for Joe Frazier a couple of days ago. I finished it, and I put a few pictures at the end of it because I found it. I go, dude. So I read the articles. Yeah, they just erected it earlier. It wasn't even that long ago. It was this year, but it's in Philadelphia. I think it's in front of the Civic Center or something. But what I did at the very end of the video, I put like 2 or 3 pictures. It's like the last maybe 20 seconds of the video, and I put maybe 3 or 4 pictures of his statue. And it was a big event. There's all these people around, and his son was there. Barbara Fraser was there. So it's like so he finally got his statue, which a lot of people always thought he should get one. If Rocky don't have one, that's cool, ain't nothing wrong with that for Philadelphia for the movies. But Joe Frazier being from there, he should have one. So he finally got one this year, man.
Oh, I gotta see that if I ever go to Philly.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty tight, man. It's like, shoot, I think it's like 10, 12 feet high. It's a big statue, man.
Yeah, I mean, I only live 2 hours away from Philly.
Oh, nice, dude. Okay, yeah. Oh, you gotta see it, man. It's pretty tight, man.
Oh,
Made me feel good to see it. You know what I'm saying?
yes. I would
was
love
like,
to take my picture with that.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, it's pretty tight. It's right out in the open. You know, you can walk up. It's in front of. I'll look at the video and send you the name of the center it's in front of. But you see the center in back of it. It's like the Civic Center or something. It's red and fluorescent lights. It's tight though, bro.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you.
Now, to the challenge that you presented me last time we spoke, I believe you said Sonny Liston versus Foreman.
Yeah, what's up? What you think, man?
I would have to go with Foreman simply because of endurance and technique. I mean,
Okay.
when Ali fought Liston, afterwards in an interview, he said that during round 5, he could tell that Liston was already getting tired in round 5.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, Foreman, however, usually didn't get tired till like maybe the 7th or 8th round. So
That's true. That's true.
Foreman obviously had more stamina.
Yeah.
And he definitely knew how to handle, just from what I've seen during his younger days, he definitely knew how to handle counterpunchers because he would like always push him back. If he would whenever he was trying to power punch, he would always like pretty much what he did with Frazier, would like push him back and then start throwing combinations.
Okay, that's cool. I didn't think of that like that, but that's true.
And also, I think there was a lot of holes in Liston's defense. I mean, he didn't move his head much. He didn't move his feet much either. Like he would always wait. He would always wait for his opponents to come to him.
That's true, man.
And Foreman did the same thing. So,
yeah.
I mean, Foreman may have not been an outside fighter, but he knew how to move his feet. Liston did.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people don't realize, dude. That especially young George Foreman, of course, dude, he can move his feet. You know, he wasn't, and he wasn't. I mean, his punches were wide, but they weren't slow. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I agree. Foreman definitely knew how to use his feet. Just from the fights that I saw, Liston rarely ever moved his feet. And while I do admit Liston did have maybe a slight advantage in power, but I don't think that would have taken him down.
I got you.
And I'd go so far as to say, to me, there would not have been a decision. I think Foreman would have knocked him out in like round 7.
Yeah? Okay. I don't disagree. Between the two, I like Foreman better. Now, maybe because I just know more of him than Sonny Liston, but I do know Sonny Liston had a great jab. But if Foreman used his jab, he had a great jab. It was just up to him to use it more. And in the Frazier fight, he actually used it more too. But I think I agree with what you're saying. He's got faster feet. He hits at least, if not as hard, close enough. And I think, and, you know, think about that. If you think of young George Foreman, almost the only advantage you would have over him would be that he would get tired quicker than you. So if if young George Foreman got more stamina than you in trouble, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude. Now I did hear that when Foreman had just, I think it was just after he won the gold medal and he just turned pro. I think he was 19. He was like young. He did spar with Liston a few times. I don't know if you ever heard about that.
I did not, no.
Yeah, they sparred. Now, Liston was, you know, he's a man. He's older. He's, you know, this is like 68, 69. Or maybe.
Wait. Sorry, you said 68, 69?
I'm just guessing because of how old. Well, maybe it was before that.
No, I was going to say, Sonny Liston died in 1965.
Oh, okay. So then he sparred with him. Damn. He sparred with him before he died. So I don't know how old was Foreman. I do know this. When they did spar, and I can find a video for you too, with them talking about they were saying that the only man to ever make Foreman back up was Sonny Liston in sparring. But then they say, but at the same time, Foreman was a young kid, and it didn't say that Liston got the best of him or knocked him out or down. It just said he's the only one who temporarily made Foreman back up, and Foreman was a young dude. So I think more to what you're saying, Foreman at his peak, Liston around his, I think Foreman would definitely. He's just too much power, and he had better footwork. You know, just it's he's a little quicker, a little bit more stamina. So I have to agree with you, man. I think it would have been a hell of a fight, though.
Oh yeah, it would have been a good fight. By the way, I would like to correct myself. I just looked it up. Liston died in 1970.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, show me that video, man, because I had no idea they sparred together. I mean, the only sparring partners I knew were, I think, Kenny Norton and Joe Frazier.
Wow. Okay. Well, I know they did, and I even posted a picture of it, of the quote in my boxing group on Facebook. But that was a long time ago, so I'll find it. I'll send it to you, man. Yeah, awesome. It's kind of cool, man. But yeah, I have to take Foreman, man.
Yeah, maybe same here.
Yeah, so I agree with you, man. Absolutely.
I don't know if I asked you this one. Manny Pacquiao versus Sugar Ray Leonard.
Oh no, you didn't.
I didn't? Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, no, that's dang, dude. Dude, that's tough. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say, if they fought at well, let's see. Let me say, if they fought at 140, I'll pick Pacquiao.
Okay.
At 147, I don't know, because I still lean towards Pacquiao, but I do know Leonard was so fast too, but he had a lot of power. But Pacquiao had mass power at lightweight and junior welterweight. He still had power at welterweight too. I would probably still take Pacquiao because what he did to De La Hoya, even though De La Hoya was older, and at his peak, it's hard to bet against Pacquiao, man. So I would probably go with Pacquiao, Pac-Man. Is that sacrilegious? Talk to me.
I don't know, man.
What about you?
I would slightly have to disagree. I think Leonard knew how to use his reach, and I think he definitely would have used that reach. I think he would have held Pacquiao at bay with his jab.
I got you. That's a good. You know what? Actually, I'm glad you mentioned his reach. I think he had a 76-inch.
72, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, 72. Okay, I thought it was longer. Okay.
I think Pacquiao still has, 68.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would make a difference. I mean, Pacquiao feet are super fast. They both got fast hands. Leonard's super smart. It's hard to bet against. I mean, I'll go with Pacquiao, but that's a tough one, man. I'll put it this way: if I bet on it, I would bet like maybe $10, $20.
I would bet a penny.
There you go.
That's how good it would be.
It's a lot of money, so I got you. Yeah, so I mean, I'll definitely be under $20 there. Okay.
I'm like, hey, look, I got a nickel.
Yeah. Let's do this. Okay. So I can bet that, right? So, yeah, that's a good one though. What about do you know about? I may have asked you this before, but Aaron Pryor. And
I did see your video on Aaron Pryor.
Okay.
I got familiar with him.
Okay, I would have loved to see him fight. I know we talked about him and Pacquiao, but him and Duran, that would have been a good fight too. You know.
I'd have to give it to Duran. I think he had a lot more endurance.
You think so?
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but Duran. I think I've said this before. Duran was pretty much the Joe Frazier of the welterweights.
Oh yeah, you did say that. See, now this is how you play semantics. It's hard to bet against Duran because he knocked guys out at lightweight, junior welterweight. He even knocked guys out at middleweight, that's incredible, dude. Now when it comes to Aaron Pryor, I think Aaron Pryor at 135 was the best, but nobody would fight him at the time, so he moved up to junior middleweight. But when he went up to welterweight, he didn't do so good. That was his last. He retired, came back, fought at welterweight, and lost that fight, and he quit. So I don't know, man. I love Aaron Pryor. I love them both. I probably like Aaron Pryor more, but it'd be hard to bet against Durant if they fought at lightweight or if they fought at welterweight, I'll give Durant. If they fought at junior, see, but the more you go down, the harder Durant hits too. So
Yeah.
you know, so even though Pryor's at his peak at 135, 140, so is Durant. He's better, I think, at 135 and 140 than 147. As good as Durant was at 147, you know. So I would bet a nickel, maybe.
Yeah.
I may go for Aaron Pryor, but I bet like a nickel. But that'd be my heart going with it. Maybe not necessarily my head. You know what I'm saying?
I thought of another. I don't know if I asked you this one. I think I did. Joe Louis versus Floyd Patterson.
Yes, I think you did.
Okay, yeah, never mind.
Which would be a great one.
Oh yeah, that would be good. I definitely have to get to Louis though.
Yeah, even though Joe Louis don't move that well, I think he's just too mechanically sound. I think he'd catch Patterson eventually because Patterson's low. He's coming in. I think he would catch him eventually and hurt him. You know.
Well, yeah, that, and you also have to. Unfortunately, you do have to calculate in Patterson's glass jaw.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, I mean, if you're in there with one of the hardest punchers, that's tough, bro. You know. But you had another one?
No, I thought I did. Yeah, I did. I just had it in my mind too.
I don't want to throw you off.
No, now we got it.
Okay.
Ken Norton versus Mike Tyson.
Dude. Damn. That's tough, man. Where you get this from? That's a good question. Well, Tyson was faster.
Actually, after this one, I got a better one involving Ken Norton.
Okay. Let me ask you this one. I think if you took Tyson at his peak, and if you took Norton at his peak, Tyson's faster. Tyson's harder to hit. Tyson can hit hard with either hand and sets his punches up. Like, so 1986 Tyson, you know?
Yeah.
But Norton's, I have to lean with Tyson at his peak. But the reason why I say that, I'll say this in contention to that. If Tyson hit Norton and Norton didn't go anywhere, now Norton went somewhere with Foreman, but not many people can stand up in front of Foreman. But if Tyson hit Norton and he didn't go anywhere, and he fought with the heart that he fought Ali with, you know, the heart, he may have outgutted Tyson and maybe, if not, got him late. So if he can survive the first 4 or 5 rounds through Tyson, I would give a huge favor for Norton late in the fight. But the key is if he would get past 5 rounds, the first 5 rounds. So I think that, you know, you don't know what's in the guy's mind, but if he came with the same mindset that he fought Ali with, he might be able to take Tyson late in the fight because he's going to take his punches, and and then Tyson might get discouraged because he's not falling down like everybody else.
Yeah.
But on the surface, I have to go with Tyson. Tyson at his peak.
Yeah.
What about you?
Believe it or not, I would choose Norton.
Okay.
Mainly because I had to say the reach. I mean, most of Tyson's opponents didn't have that big of a reach over him. But, I mean, Norton did have an 80 reach. I mean, most of Tyson's opponents usually had like maybe 70, 76 or 77.
Okay.
That, and Tyson, even in his prime, threw a lot of uppercuts. And Norton's specific defense, as you pointed out, was pretty much designed to,
That's true.
Yeah.
The uppercut.
Yeah, it pretty much cut off the uppercut. So
yeah,
I would have to get into Norton mainly because of his unique defense and because of the
That's a good observation, man. I didn't think of it like that, so I have to reevaluate that because that's good points, man. Because
Tyson, I mean, with Tyson also with his uppercut, he would have to, punch up.
That's true. And Norton was 6'3" too.
Yeah.
I just remembered that. He was not a small guy, I mean, he was every bit as tall and as big as Foreman, and I mean, as far as height goes, and Ali, I think Foreman's 6'4", but he was right up there with those guys.
Exactly. I mean, when Norton was fighting people his height, like the uppercut still wouldn't get in. So I mean, To me, it wouldn't do much good to someone much shorter than him.
I got you. I got you. Hey, that's good stuff, man. I have to see. I think you know more Norton than I do. I need to get. I'm getting caught up on him more, but I need to learn a little bit more about him, man, because the dude was bad, dude. That's some good observation, though. I mean, he was a big, strong guy. I mean, he came in shape.
Oh yes, all the time, all the time.
All the time, and that helps you take a better punch too. You know, some guys the Tyson did knock out, they weren't necessarily in the best of shape. You know.
Yeah.
So the better shape you're in, the better you can take a punch. That's for sure.
Well, I got another one with Norton.
Yeah.
This one to me is good. Ken Norton versus Evander Holyfield.
Dang. You know what? There's a dude in the comments. He was talking about those two. What's his name? I think it's Hammer and Hank is his name, I think. You'll see in some of the comments. He was talking about those exact same guys. And he asked me that. I'm trying to think what I said.
I'd have to get to Holyfield because he was more of a well-rounded fighter, and he was very, very good at exploiting people's defenses and their weaknesses.
That's true. That's true. In fact, I think you mentioned that in one of the comments too, because he's almost like for beginners, especially, to watch him and look at what he does and how he puts his punches together.
Oh yeah, I think I specifically said he was the perfect balanced fighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. So, and you know what? Too, his defense. I mean, it just goes along with what you're saying. But yeah, his defense was really good, man. I mean, he could be in front of you and still be hard to hit because he knew how to roll. And he would put one hand over here and here. He could do this, you know. But his timing on shots coming were really good. You know, it wasn't necessarily a Bob and Weaver, but he would block and roll with a lot of punches. So it's hard to hit him solid. You know, even though he was in the trenches.
Yeah.
And, he got a heart, so he come in the fight. I think the only way Norton could beat him would be because he's bigger. But at the same time, Holyfield fought almost all bigger guys. So I think he probably will exploit him and probably win by probably by decision. I would give it to him. You know?
Yeah, I definitely give decision. I mean, as much as I favor Holyfield, I really don't see him knocking him out.
Yeah. He may stun him, but I think he would adjust to that. And But that's a good matchup, bro. But I think you're right. I think Holyfield is just a little bit better mechanically sound, a little bit better putting his punches together, you know?
Yeah.
And punching placement. He's really good at placement, liver shots, and he come with uppercut and hooks or hook and uppercut. He would do that a lot, dude.
Awesome. Yeah. There's one more thing I want to ask you about, and it's mainly about boxing gyms.
Okay.
The boxing gym that is quite literally right down the street from me.
Cool. Okay.
They usually, I looked up the prices. They charge per session. Is that usually the case with most boxing gyms, or do you guys usually have a monthly fee?
Yeah, most boxing gyms have a monthly fee.
Okay, yeah, because the ones down the street from me, I kid you not, they charge $75 a session.
No, you don't have to do that. I mean, it's almost like it's a catch-22, or it's like a bittersweet. And then as a trainer, because I'm a fitness trainer too, so I train a lot of people over the last 20 years. The most money is just training people with weights or training, executives or whatever. Just that's where the money is. But if you want to train, and then when you want to train boxers, most boxers, we don't have no money. So it depends on where your passion is. So, but you hardly ever see a boxing gym, like a real boxing gym, where you can get some real boxing where you pay session or hourly like a personal trainer would. It's not. They have those, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's the best. You can get some good training without doing that, without going that route, man. It's just finding a gym that has a monthly fee. You get in there, and then what you do once you get in those places is you just hit the heavy bag, talk to some trainers, have them take a look at you. When you feel comfortable, ask them if you can get in the ring and move around. And then if they see you got a fighting spirit and you got a little talent, they'll start, maybe not coaching you one-on-one, but they'll start giving you direction, keeping an eye on you. And the more you do and the more you spar and stuff, the more you'll get some recognition and more direction. And real quick here too, I used to go to Wild Card here in LA where Freddie Roach trains Pacquiao.
Yeah.
That's a world famous gym. And I can walk today. I can go in there anytime I want, and they won't charge me, because when I used to go, I would just pay a fee. But then I would start to spar with some of the guys down there, and a lot of these guys you see them on HBO, Showtime, Showbox. So it's almost all professionals in there. But because I kind of paid my dues in that way, they stopped charging me, and I was just welcome to come whenever I want. And then whenever I would go, I would get some guidance here, somebody work my corner. That may be a ways away, but you can save a lot of money as opposed to doing the $75, per session, man, for sure, in my opinion.
Okay, good. Because I mean, I thought I would hate to think most places would like that where they just charge by the session, because then I would never get actually properly trained.
Yeah, man, that's a lot of money, dude. Definitely. So there's other ways around that. It's just finding another gym that's not too far that you can just do a monthly deal, man, and come in there, and then just start showing your face, come in there, do your thing. People may not say anything to you at first, but they will eventually when they see you coming, but they want to see talent, but even more than that, they want to see a work ethic, perseverance, because that beats talent in the long run anyway. Talent will get you only so far, but if you got hard work ethic, like the Holyfields, or like there's been some guys we know of in the pro ranks over the years. They just maybe didn't have a lot of talent, but they just worked hard and they got there. So that's the biggest thing. Okay. You can get some attention that way.
Awesome.
Absolutely, brother.
All right, because like when I first saw the prices at the gym that's near me, I kid you not, my first reaction, I'm like, damn. I said, no wonder more and more people are going to martial arts, because at least they have a monthly fee.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly, man. No. So they're I don't know. They're more of a mainstream or training type of thing. I'm not sure what they are, but you can find a lot of boxing gyms just like martial arts. It's a training fee, and you can get some basics down, and then from there you can, normally you get to pay less than more the more you do it. Absolutely. I'm trying to think what else. So I would look around and see if there's any places closer to you, man, or near, not too far they'll do that, because I know there's some, man. Because most boxing gyms are old school anyway. I consider that old school,
Okay. Oh, I just thought of another question.
Yeah, what's up?
When it comes to body punches, do you think it's better to be short or tall?
Oh, man. Generally speaking, shorter.
Okay, I thought so. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, because once you get inside, that's where you have the advantage, and you have a little bit more leverage with your punches on the inside. If you're shorter, but if you're a tall guy and you know how to fight on the inside, that's a huge advantage. Rig Bo was good at inside fighting.
Rig Bo, I remember him.
Yeah, remember him? He got crazy, right? But when he was in there, he was a 6'5" rangy fighter, hell of a right hand, had a good jab. But then once you got on the inside with him, he knew how to fight on the inside. And that's one reason why Holyfield had such a hard time with him. Holyfield beat him I think the second fight, and the first and the third, but Bo won. I mean, Bo was like 240. He was a big guy, but he was not just a big guy. He knew how to fight, knew how to jab, knew how to throw a right hand, and he could fight on the inside. So it just made it really difficult when a smaller guy gets there. So he may not have been better than him on the inside, but he was good enough. But to answer the question again, generally, if you're shorter, inside punches, you got more leverage, you have the advantage.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, in my humble opinion.
That's fine. I mean, if I have to change my what little style I have, I will.
It's all good. You're still young too, man. You're 25, right?
Yes, I'm 25, but I'm broke I'm pretty much broke most of the time.
Oh, I got you, brother. I got you. Yeah, so definitely you want to get one of them gyms, man, with a membership. Some of them can be as low as $30.
Oh,
they're
awesome.
never really more.
Really? $30?
Some places, yeah. Some places 30. They'll be dirty and stuff, but you can get the job done. But there's some that's as high as maybe 100, but you won't find too many places for boxing over 100. Most of them are 30 to 80 bucks, $50,
Okay, good. No, because I think I'm hoping to move to Vermont here soon, so I'm hoping they have some good boxing gyms up there.
Oh, nice, bro. Oh, that's cool. I hear it's pretty up there too, man.
Yeah, during the summer. During the winter, it's cold as hell.
Yeah, I heard that too. Oh, and I want to show you one more. One of my other favorite combinations. Can I tell you that real quick?
Sure.
On the inside. Okay, so I was saying earlier, I love the Tyson one, right? You go with the hook to the body. Same hand, either side, right? Okay, another one I think is super, super good is when you're on the inside and you can throw one or two. You can interchange these. You can either come with a left uppercut up the middle. So you try to lift the head up, and then you're coming with the overhand right. So basically, you're aiming for here and here. So one of these two spots should be able to get it, because if I'm here, if you throw an uppercut, or even if I'm here, if I block it, I'm immediately open on the opposite side up here. So it's all geometry and angles. So what I would like to do a lot of time would be, if I was on the inside, even on the right side, if I went with an right uppercut, I come with a high hook up on the top of the head here or behind the ear.
You still there, buddy?
Come over the top this way. So it's like this angle here. So either way, or you can start up top and come underneath. But basically, I hope I'm explaining this right. The angle is coming from these two angles here. So I love that combination on the inside, bro. It works a lot of times, especially if both guys are kind of tired. You lull them into sleep and then you explode, pow, you know? Or,
yeah.
Sleep, bam, bam.
Another favorite combination of mine is, I think it's, I wouldn't say it's unique, but it's odd. I think right jab and then a left hook to the body.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that. Gotti was good at that, too. A lot of guys were. But to left jab to the head and then that hook to the body, or that liver shot, basically, right?
Yeah.
That's nice, bro. That's nice. Somebody's calling me, but I'm good, man.
No problem. But I'm pretty much out of questions. Unless you got some dream matchups for me, more dream matches that we can talk about.
Yeah, let me see. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I came over to my mother's house, and I know she in there waiting for me. I came to visit her today. So.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
No, she knew I was gonna do this. I had to do this anyway because I didn't get you last time, man. So I feel good getting this in because for one, it's good practice, but I didn't want to leave you hanging, man. So she's cool. She's cool because we got time. So I'm gonna be here for a few hours, so I'm cool, man. So I'm chilling today. It's Friday, but I'm chilling.
I was gonna say I don't want to come between you and your mom, man.
Oh no. I just came to visit. They know me. They know I'm doing this all the time, and they know how important this is to me. So she's cool, man. She knows I'm gonna spend today, and I'm gonna come back on Sunday too. So we're good, brother. Don't sweat that. It's all good.
All right, awesome.
Yeah, I'll be open, man. To I'll get some stuff, some questions for you, and I'll think of some dream matches, and maybe I'll shoot you an email or something, man.
Oh yeah, just message me on Facebook. Also, what was I about to ask? Also, if you could also maybe upload some more Southpaw tutorial videos, that would be awesome.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, some Southpaw, absolutely, dude. I'll probably get some over the weekend because I'm working on a Trinidad, Felix Trinidad video tonight for highlights.
Yeah.
And I got a request from a buddy of mine to do that, but I got so much other stuff to do, but I can do those quick, the tutorials. So, but I want to do it right. So I'll get something up this weekend. You can bet on that, bro.
Oh, awesome.
Now, when it comes to that, is there any specific thing on the softball? Did you want me to hit maybe more than another?
I would. I'll probably say. Damn it! I just had it in me the other day. Maybe when it comes to maybe sparring tips.
Okay.
Sparring tips. Also, maybe how to accurately use the left hook.
Okay. So how to accurately use the left hook and sparring techniques against other southpaws, right? Or
against both, actually. Against both. Yeah.
Both. Yeah. Okay. Absolutely. I could do that, man. I'll get some good video up, man, this weekend, bro. I appreciate it too, man. Thanks for the recommendations and the feedback, man, because that's been helping me with my focus or direction of my channel. You know what I'm saying?
No problem. Oh, just for the record, you really surprised me with that Jerry Quarry video.
Oh yeah, did you like that?
That was nice.
Was that cool, bro?
Yeah, I didn't know he was that tough. I mean, I heard of him, but I didn't know he was that tough.
Oh, good. See, that makes me feel good because I got somebody else in the comments wanted me to do one on him. He said that was one of his favorite fighters. I go, let me do it because he never won the championship, but he was a tough dude, man, and he's a good guy. You know, he wasn't a bad guy. So I'm like, I like good fighters like that. I like to do that kind of stuff too. So
I mean,
I like it, man.
Most of his losses were against the great heavyweights.
Yeah, Yeah, he just couldn't beat like the Alis, the Nortons, and the Frasers. But I mean, he knocked Weaver out. He took Weaver out. He beat a lot of good guys, man. You know, he was the number
Max
one contender
Foster?
for years. Yeah, dude. I mean, dude could hit. You know, he could hit, and he had fast enough feet, and he had good rhythm. The dude, he could fight, man. He was a good dude too. You know, so I'm glad you like. Did you like the music? Was the music all right?
Oh, the music was awesome. I actually completely forgot that he beat Floyd Patterson.
Yeah. He did. Yeah, he beat him. And Foster, he beat a lot of people, dude. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at his main victories and I'm gonna put them in the description because the names, because I do that on some of the highlights, but I haven't done them on all. So I'll start with his, man, because he deserves some recognition, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm glad you liked that one, man. I did that one a quick day. I did it yesterday. I just did it quick, but I was trying to get it out fast. So, or
Yeah,
maybe a day and a half.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, maybe a day and a half ago. But I'm glad I got it out, and I'm glad you liked it, man. That's cool, bro.
Oh yeah, I loved it. I mean, I think his main weakness was that I think the term is called having a cutter phase. Like he cut way too easy.
Yeah, he did. Totally. Yeah, he could be hit, but he was tough. He was a tough guy, man. But you know, and on a side note, I've fought Irish guys before in the ring and in sparring, and I put on one of the comments, I won some and I lost some.
Oh.
And this because dudes was tough. Like this one dude, I could not knock him out. I mean, I hit him so hard so many times he wasn't going anywhere. So he just kept coming.
It's funny. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'll just say that guy. I won one. He won one. We were 1-1 split. After the time he beat me, he was a gentleman too. Because afterwards, he could see I was depressed and stuff. He went and bought me a beer, man. He said, "Let me get you a drink." We went to the bar. He bought me a drink. So,
wow.
Irish fighters, the ones I know, are some tough guys and they're good dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like you want them next to you in the fight. If you fight somebody, you want them with you, man. So. Yeah,
it's funny you should say that because most of my DNA, like family history wise, most of it comes from Germany and Ireland.
Oh, dude, those both fighters, dude.
Yep.
Dude, those are stronger fighters, dude. You got fighting in your blood, brother.
I know.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Now, if my phone dies, I'm almost out of juice. So if it cuts, just so you know, I didn't cut you off.
Oh yeah, no problem. I'm pretty much out of questions right now.
Okay, well, I'll be down for next week sometime. I'll hit you up on the messenger and send you some the stuff on Big George Foreman sparring with Sonny Liston, and then and also any other dream fights I come up with too.
Okay. Awesome. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna wrap this up for the audience.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Atheist Ranger. I've been sitting here chatting with Joel Mosley from Mosley Boxing. To any boxing fans out there that may watch this, subscribe to this man ASAP. He knows what he's talking about.
I appreciate
it. Any last words there, Mosley?
No, if they just one thing, if they go to my channel, the best way to find me is Mosley Boxing, but it's all one word. Yes,
ladies and gentlemen, it's all one word.
Yeah, all one word, Mosley Boxing, and you can't miss me. And hopefully I got enough content on there and variety of stuff that you guys like.
Also,
thank you too. I appreciate the time.
Oh, no problem. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I did leave a link to his channel below. Just click on that. It should take you directly to his channel. All have a nice day.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thanks to the audience for listening and their time, and thank you for your time, brother. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
Big time.
You too.
All right.